Hey guys, Nigel here. Thanks for tuning in. We're here in Manning Park once again. It's a beautiful spring day, and I think we're going to do another overnighter. Guys, how we doing?
Very well.
Doing good.
It's my sister Nedra, my buddy Thomas, and we're going to have some fun today, tonight, and tomorrow. Let's get going.
Booter.
So as you no doubt saw, I don't have any snowshoes this time. And that's because I was confident coming out here that there wouldn't be much snow. But as you can see, it's abundant. And that is not good. It's making traveling quite a bit more difficult. We have to stay on this little ridge line here, or else we're knee deep. So something to note for next year. In early May, there's most likely a ton of snow. Oh. Okay, I just fell through the snow, which happens to be over water. My foot is soaked. So I'm gonna crawl. That's why I should have brought my Gore-Tex socks. Oh boy. Oh, we made it to a bridge. That's a good sign. Lots of open water here. I'm sure we could catch something. No? We haven't really seen any fish in the water, so cross your fingers. Do you think that helps? So it looks like we found our spot here. The place we were trying to get to was a nightmare. The snow was still pretty deep. Without snowshoes, it was impossible getting around. And the location that I wanted to get to was basically a stream. So we had to hoof it back a little bit, and we found a somewhat flat spot here. So we're going to get set up. And this is home for tonight. Unfortunately, it's not very flat. But beggars can't be choosers. Right, Neds?
That's right.
Yeah.
Just gotta find a way to flatten out this snowbank here.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those long nights.
No, it's going to be a good night.
I like the optimism.
We're going to get a big fire going. We're going to have a few wobbly spots.
My feet are freaking soaking wet. Not off to a good start here, folks. Setup time.
The fire pit, right? I don't know about that branch hanging right over it.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're not going to have a roaring fire. Are we?
Well, Probably.
Okay. Well, let's clear out some of this stuff and we'll figure it out. So as you can see on the ground here, a really annoying felled tree that would not be comfortable at all to sleep on, so we're going to get rid of it here. Oh, it's rotted too. That's a bonus.
That's a great song.
Yes.
Beauty. Let's make sure I work with that.
And finally, guys, no snow. We're going to have a fire, so it's not sinking into the ground. We will have to create a bit of a pit here for safety. This is going to be good.
Soft?
So I got Nedra and Tom on the firewood, and we don't have a lot of real estate here for 2 tents, so I got to clear some of the snow out of the way. Just got to kind of break it apart here and so I got the ground cleared of most of the snow there. Now I just got to figure out a way to make the ground even because it's pretty slopey. Should have brought a shovel.
Better. Yeah. Like it's still downwards a bit, but
As long as our feet are down, feet pointing down.
So sleeping on even ground is fairly important if you want to sleep. And one thing you can do if you've got a tent is just lay it down flat like that and lay on top of it and see if you can find a comfortable spot. That'll save you some time if you need to move the tent around or move it out of the way to clear more area. So let's have a little test, eh? Yeah, that'll have to do. Right there.
feet down, right?
Yeah. will have to do. Fire collection right here. Our bench. The bench that I just built. So it's nice. Right, Tom? I built it, right?
That's right, yeah.
Oh.
Quite the craftsman.
Yeah. And look at that sad looking fire pit right there. But we'll make a fire worthy of it. That's for sure.
Welcome back. We'll grab those cops.
Oh, Nedra's getting right into her. But we need to get this fire going real quick because my feet are starting to rot within my boots. And God knows what's going on with this woman's feet.
They're so cold.
Thomas's feet right as rain, as per usual. Screw him. Okay, so as I said, this is our fire area. There is a lot of needles and duff and everything here, so but we're actually under probably a lot of groundwater, and the lake's right here, and the ground is so wet all around us, so no worries there. And we're not going to have a huge fire, I don't think. Right, Tom?
I don't know.
But we'll stay vigilant either way. Both me and Thomas and Nedra forgot a lighter. Idiots. Thankfully, I've got a backup plan. We'll see how that works.
Better work.
Better. Stove. Thank you.
From one shaky hand to another.
Yeah. So right here is pitch or dried sap. I believe this should help the fire, help keep the flame. I mean, it's a little overcautious because we have a freaking stove right here. But I've always wanted to check to see if it actually does ignite. Fire starter. And we have fire. That was easy, as it should be. Thank you. Spread those toes.
You can only spread 4.
Ew. That's Nedra, everybody. She'll be here for the next 24 hours for sure.
Couple cameos.
One of these days I'll get it going with just some sticks. Maybe a bow drill. One of these days I'll learn.
There's the boil in there. It's coffee time.
Coffee's ready, Nigel style. Grinds right in the water. The Borge. Yeah, I need some energy though. Yeah, it must have taken us at least, what do you say, 2 hours to get here?
3.
3 hours. So a hike that typically takes us, or would take an hour and 15 minutes, took us 3 hours. And obviously the lake is not frozen, so we couldn't walk across that. That was the main thing. But just the amount of snow that was on the trail is surprising at this time of year. It was rough. Falling knee deep, sometimes waist deep into the snow. Never again. It actually started to rain on us a little bit when we were setting up the tents. It's about maybe just under 20 degrees right now, so it's not too cold, but might get cold tonight. We are in the mountains after all. So it's times like these when you're with family that you really want to get some good beers into you. So we went with Kokanee.
It's the beer out here.
It's the finest.
Tap, tap, tap.
The bullshit.
Oh, shoot. Can you try and open it?
Yeah.
Can you try and open it?
I'll try my best.
There is dry land, I've seen it.
Sorry, you're going to have to slurp it and then open it the rest of the way. Missed.
Prost.
Prost. Prost.
Cheers, guys. Wow. That sends shivers down your spine, doesn't it? Did I say shivers?
I knew what you were talking about.
German accent, eh? Chambers.
Oh boy. What a
Muy bueno.
what a journey. This will be one to remember, hey?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well.
It's always the hardships that you remember.
If there's a silver lining, it's the other way back is going to be easier. Right?
Well, how do you figure?
Well, the way those other people came
Yeah.
with their dog.
And also there'll be lots of footprints to follow,
True.
rather than making our own booters along the way.
We'll see the booters that occurred.
Yep.
Just getting dinner prepared here. I've got a steak, classic, and Nedra and Thomas have hamburgers, which is goodness. Did you guys bring like condiments and accoutrements? You got lettuce, tomato, onion?
Lettuce, tomato, mushrooms.
Wow, that's
Hot mustard.
That's something else.
Ketchup. Oh, you're done yet?
Yeah, it's colder when you're not around the fire now.
Yeah. So I'm also having mashed potatoes, another classic choice. But I've learned a thing or two. Parmesan and chives. Thank you, Nathan. It's a whole new world for me. No more plain mashed potatoes. A whole new world with parmesan and chives in my mashed potatoes. So it's going to get dark in probably about an hour's time, so we figured we might just try fishing tomorrow. We've got to hike a ways. Not a ways, but we got to hike a little bit to get to some good fishing spots. And we still got to get dinner going, so just chopping some chives.
Chop, chop, chop.
That's a lot of cheese. Yeah, the chives there.
Oh.
Yeah, as you can see, I've got my toucan, my what do you call these? Mexican
Poncho?
ponchos. Kind of.
The socks, eh?
Mine the socks, Thomas.
Oopsie.
Here we go, guys. Some weight. There we go.
Nice.
You like that stick on fire for me, man?
This one?
Oh yeah, that should be good. We see
See? Oh, yeah.
we see a beaver. Getting the last bit of sunlight here, folks, or daylight. And the steak's cooking quite nicely.
Try to give him a flip.
Okay, my steak is done. So I figured I'd have some. Oh, still a touch of red on the inside. This is good. There it is.
Okay. You want one right now?
Wow, that's good.
Some more fire going after Nigel's done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Is that good?
Yeah. I'm sure.
Does it cook nicely?
Yeah, maybe a bit too well done, but
Okay.
oh, water's boiling.
Yeah? What's up?
I said water's boiling.
I said Tommy boy.
Potatoes in the pot.
Hey, can you guys just turn around for a sec? If I go any further, I'm gonna get my sweaty.
Okay, we won't look. Hey, can you guys just turn around?
Hey!
Guys, please!
Hello? They're a little bit soupy, but I'm sure that will solidify a bit once I put the lid on.
Ooh!
Oh my.
Feast your eyes on that.
I'm so shaky. Holy crap.
You're worse than my Oma.
I'm not going to live past 70.
Nothing good happens after 70 anyways.
Yeah. Everything goes downhill.
Everything goes downhill.
Alright folks, here's my complete dinner. Get that steak out of the way.
The smoke.
Smoke there. Yeah, I don't know how those guys on alone do it. Well, how much wood do you need to gather just to keep a fire
Every
going?
day, yeah.
Every single freaking day, day in and day out. And then finding food every day.
Here it is. Cheesy goodness. Oh man.
I feel like I've been on a junk food bender this weekend.
Really?
Well, I mean, what I had at Frankie Cheese was amazing. And I had popcorn and nibs.
Never-ending strings of cheese.
Potatoes.
Imagine if your bear mace went off right now.
Oh.
That would not be good.
We'd have to
Clear the premise.
clear the premise.
Burn our clothes.
Stick my head in the lake, open up my eyes. Did you ever get bear spray in the military?
No, we used we got gassed. CS gas.
Army.
Hardest part of my training, the hardest physically was we stayed up for 2.5 days straight.
Okay, I think you told me that. And it was outside in a tent or something?
It was outside in a trench that we had to dig.
Uncovered.
Uncovered, yeah. It was during the summer, so it was okay, but during the day in the scorching hot, like nobody could stay awake. It was like we were all like hallucinating because 2 days no sleep, right?
Yeah. So what did you do? You just sat there?
Just sat there and watched for the enemy in the trenches. And then after that, without any sleep, we had to march for 5 hours. And it was, I think we did like 30-something K march. And then we had to do like a 2-kilometer run.
Oh man, that's disgusting.
It was like simulating a defensive and then an exfiltration out of our position.
Keeps the heat in.
Yeah. That's a great call out.
Ouch.
It's a cheese monster over here.
Tell us what you really think there, Thomas. Huh? Man, this is too much food.
I think Nedra's been eyeballing that.
You want some?
Sure.
Like this hungry, starved child in the corner.
Is that hot?
Might be.
So good.
cheese monster.
It's very cheesy
Yeah.
and stringy.
That's a very stringy cheese, huh?
It's good stuff, man.
You can thank our brother Nathan for that one.
Thanks, Nate. Always thinking.
Let me try some of this.
I like how you totally noticed me.
Oh yeah, I noticed for sure.
Shush!
Hey.
It's good, no?
Say it, Budia. Mosquitoes actually biting this time of year?
They are, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta eat something. So let me show you something there, guys. So you see that island in the middle? That's where I did my first camp here. The one in the rain. And then just beyond that, pretty much right and behind that is where I've camped the rest of the time. And that's the place we tried to get to today and almost broke our ankles doing it. Sure does look different without all the snow, hey?
Delicious.
I have to do not smell marshmallows.
I do.
I do every now and then.
I think it's this type of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's,
I think
guess
it's
that's
called
what's-
marshmallow wood. I don't know. Perhaps. What's your socks saying?
Yeah, they're good. They're roasted.
Maybe that's the smell.
Roasted
It might be
and
dry
toasted.
by now. This looks like a comfy little lounge chair, you know, with the backrest there.
Yeah.
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 Ugh. Yeah, boy.
So dinner's done. As you can see, it's getting dark. And you know what that means. Can you see that? Oh, yeah. You know what that is.
Worked hard for that today, Nige.
Still have coffee grinds in here?
No, I washed it out. Cheers, guys. Prost.
De Borges.
De Borges.
Salut.
Salud.
Do you know what I just got a craving for?
Marshmallows?
Cheese pleasers. You know those, like cheesy puffs?
Oh.
Cheese pleasers?
Yeah.
What do you guys prefer? The crunchy Cheetos or the puffy ones?
Crunchy.
Hmm.
I like the old school cheesies.
Depends what drink I have.
Ah.
If I'm drinking milk,
Yeah.
I like to have the crunchy ones.
Oh, milk and
That's
cheese.
disgusting.
Freaking, you did 4 basic food groups there. Dairy, and dairy.
What I like to do is
and corn.
kind of make like a cheesy milk in my mouth.
Oh,
I'll put 2.
it's like a cheese cream sauce, eh?
Yeah.
Cheese sauce?
Or sometimes I like to dip my cheesy puffs into the milk.
That's disgusting. I don't understand grown men that drink milk. It's like that scene in White Chicks where he has some dairy and he's lactose intolerant and he's in the bathroom stall. Yeah, have you seen that before? No.
Wait, what movie?
White Chicks.
No. Is it you guys who said it was really funny?
It is. It's hilarious. Have you seen it?
No. For the 10th time.
Hey, you haven't seen that movie?
No. It looks so stupid, that's why.
All-time favorite comedies, top 5.
Top 5? Goodness.
Dumb and Dumber's in there for sure.
Dumb and Dumber. What About Bob? Ace Ventura 1.
Hold on. Was that from first place to least?
No, they're not ranked. I'm just naming them.
Oh, okay.
Step Brothers.
Interesting.
Is that what your top 5?
That's definitely my top 5.
Okay, what else?
Anchorman.
Oh, Anchorman's up there, but I don't know if it'd be top 5.
Jungle to Jungle, starring Tim Allen.
Oh my god.
Baliku, baliku.
Bushwhack.
Mimisiku.
Alright, so we're retired in our separate quarters here. It's almost 1 o'clock, pretty late. We had a good long day today. Very challenging hike. Just tons of snow everywhere. Not ideal at all. It's one of those situations where if we had snowshoes, it would be a lot easier in certain respects, but there was a lot of dry land as well, which would have been annoying if we had snowshoes, so it was a very odd situation to be in. At any rate, we're exhausted. It was, like I said, a crazy hike, but we're happy to be in our beds now and happy to be minutes away from sleeping, so we'll see you all in the morning. Good night. Good night, guys. Okay, so we're all packed up and ready to go. I didn't sleep very well. Had a little bit of nausea this morning, but that's alright. How'd you guys sleep?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Best sleep in the woods I've ever had.
Overall, a good trip? Good, good. We've got a maybe 2-hour hike ahead of us, so we want to get going. We're probably not going to bother with the fishing. Maybe next time. We've looked in the lake and we haven't seen any fish swimming around, so it seems like a fool's errand to throw our lines in. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.